Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to make these little octopus. This is, I made this one pink and I tied the little bows on it white, and it's got a little, the ribbon on it here. It says it's a girl. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. But these are great to give away at baby showers and or to take to the mom while she's in the hospital right after she's had the baby. They're really cute, and they're something that they can keep for a long time. And you know, the babies could even play with them if you like put the button eyeballs on there. If you would sew them on, that way it would, you know, it would stay, because these are just hot glued on there. And if a kid plays with them, they could very well pull those off. But all we're going to need is, I'm using my quilting ruler again. You can use a book, you can use a clipboard, you can use a piece of cardboard, anything that you can just wrap the yarn around. Okay, so I've got this yarn, and this is one I've actually previously wrapped on a piece of cardboard that I just found. So it's a little bit longer than this, you can see there, but this is how you would wrap it around your cardboard or whatever your base would be. And I have taken a piece of yarn and I have tied it right here at the top in a double knot. That way whenever I slip it off of my base, I have a circle here. Okay, so now I'm just going to take and cut the bottom of it here. Okay, so now I have, you've got your knot right here, and then all of this is hanging down. Now I'm going to make a ball of yarn to put right in the middle of this and tie a knot around it, because right now, if you was to tie a knot, it would be really flimsy. And this one, you see I've got it round. And I like to use a ball of yarn because the styrofoam balls, sometimes they will peek through the yarn here, and you can, I just don't like that. I want it to look like it's all completely yarn. So okay, so here's my ball of yarn. I couldn't find any more yellow. I was out of the yellow yarn, so I made it white. So I'm going to just try to really make sure that I cover it up really well, because I like to use the same color of yarn underneath. You can make your ball of yarn any size, you know, just depending on what size you want, how big of a round you want your head of the octopus to be. You want to try to just pull it down to where they're all straight. It looks neater that way. But then whenever you work with it and you get it the way you want it, take a piece of yarn, and we are going to tie a knot around the head here. And we're going to try to tie it as close up, as close to the ball as we can get it, and we're going to make it as tight as we can get it. Okay, so there's the head, and then I've got these white, the strings left from my knot. I'm just going to cut those off. Okay, so now really the only hard part about this is to separate all these little strands and to make 8 sections, and then take that section, one of the 8 sections, divide it into 3, and then you're going to just braid each arm. Now the reason why I say it's difficult is because it's hard to hold a section and try to tie the knot in it and not get all these sections mixed together again. But it's a good idea to go ahead and separate your 8 sections, your 8 legs. That way you won't have one of the arms that is really fat and another one of the arms that's really skinny. You want to try to make it as equally balanced as you can. I haven't really found out a good technique to do this yet. Normally when I make them about this size, I usually use, it's usually about 4 strands of yarn. Well, actually it's it'll be 12, like 4 of each. And then I'll take these and I just braid them, and then when I get down to the end, I'm just going to take and make a double knot, cut a piece of string that's long enough to make a double knot, and then to tie a bow on the end of it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to tie, separate and braid all 8 of the legs. Okay, so I have braided all of the legs, and if you happen to count these, yes, I'm missing one. I did not separate my sections in an even 8. I just tried to guess and go around, and I ended up 1 leg short. But I think it'll do just fine as a toy. And I have these little Google eyes here, and I'm heating up my glue gun. And you can see that as I've just braided this section all the way down, and then I've made a double knot and tied a bow on there. And then you're going to have all these little frayed edges at the end that are not even, so I cut these to make them even. So I'm going to, as soon as my glue gun heats up, we're going to put the eyes on there. And then, you know, like I did on the pink one here, you can tie a little bow around it. You could take pieces of felt if you wanted to make the eyes, the nose, and mouth, to make a hat. I mean, there's, you know, you can decorate these up really, I mean, any way you want. Just be creative. And if I've left anything out, please don't hesitate to ask questions, leave comments, anything you can think of. And still waiting for the glue gun to heat up here. As soon as this glue gun heats up, I will put the eyes on there, and then I'll show you that. Okay, so the eyes are glued on. And there's the octopus, minus 1 leg. It's only got 7. Like I said, if you have any comments or questions, just don't hesitate. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.